Alright everybody, welcome to JKeSport Italian Grand Prix this weekend. We are in Italy at Monza. And there's Ray. It looks like Jacko coming out of the pit lane. This is round 8 of 14. Sam Barrett will ride. Check Sam's lap as he's gonna go again. Was invalidated on his first go round. At the moment, your second place sitter in the championship standings. I gotta get that information up. So he's now into the Lesmos. Quick downshift for the second Lesmos into the DRS zone. Hits the button to open the wing. Good view here at the Temple of Speed. 212 miles into Ascari. Cross the little curb. Take all the curb you possibly can without invalidating. Looks like he had a very good exit. Running into a little bit of traffic here into Parabolica, but should be fine as they're probably ramping up for their fast laps as well. Sam gonna come across the line with his first flyer. Will be provisional pole 119 flat. As Jacko now on a flyer, Ginnett as well, or Ginnett. He calls himself Gin. I suppose I should too. So I need to move my racing seat so I can look at the TV straight. That would help. Sitting off to the side's a little bit weird. Okay, that's better. So now here's Ginnett into Sector 3, into Parabolica. Right hand turn. Here's my dog coming to join the broadcast. Just lay down, pup. Good girl. Ginnett calls off his lap. Sorry, buddy, it's going to take me a while to get used to Ginnett. I've been calling you Ginnett for so long. Anyway, here's Scavney. Now into Ascari. Taking much less curb than Sam did there on the entry. About the same exit. If that telemetry's right, Scavney doesn't have his ERS on hot lap, and looks like he's backed well off. Yeah, he's already beyond his time. So another aborted lap. Everyone's gunning for Sam Barrett's 119 flat. Let me get some information for the league here. Has in some standings, maybe even some lap records for the league. Let me find someone on track first of all. Here's Terrible FI on his second flying lap now. Into Parabolica, coming around to complete his second flying lap. See if he can improve on his 120. He does by 0.2 to a 119.8. And gets a spot out of it from P6 to P5. So FI, 4th place in the standings at the moment. Elma Jacko is the points leader through 7 of 14 rounds. Elma Jacko with 133 points, which is an 18-point lead on Sam Barrett. Like I said, we are halfway through Season 3 here for Tier 1. This race in Italy marks race number 50 for JKeSport. This was the original tier, the original only tier for a long time, till last season. We implemented a second tier, but this is race 50 for the league. The main guys, the main top fast guys. I can go through some all-time statistics as well, just for some fun. We'll try to find someone out on track though. At the moment, there's Uncle Ben coming through the Lesmos. Looks like he's on a nice flyer. I believe everyone's on the fastest lap. It was on softs. Yes, it is so far. As there through Ascari nicely. Uncle Ben keeping tires inside the line enough to try and get a little toe off that outlap car there. As Mark of Kenya retires, coming out of the first chicane. We'll keep on board to catch Uncle Ben's time and then go check out that if we still can, as Uncle Ben will be approaching it actually with a 119.5, good for P4 at the moment, as both Red Bulls snuck up there, 5-6, Scavney and Yuppie with some good laps. As we'll go on board, see if we can catch Mark's car. There's Mark off to the left, must have just hit the grass on the right. Spins you out to the left as now his car's removed. So unfortunate for Mark. Did set a 120.1. Good for P9 at the moment, but should fall as track evolution. I'm sure most of these guys will set quicker times, as Jacko now purple through sector 1. Into Lesmo 1. His teammate out of the way. Looks like his teammate. No, that's a Renault. But nicely out of the way anyway for Jacko there. Our points leader with 3 wins, also leading in the wins column this season. There you see, good exit there. Nicely done as Ginnett goes 118.8. Ginnett's been on a tear, been on a mission to get back in the points after a few unlucky races in a row. Out of points altogether, let alone podium or wins. Here's Jacko to challenge his teammates' time, and he does challenge it by just 1/10 shy, but he claims the front row for Racing Point. As Ginnett and Jacko in the 118s. Scavney, just caught Scavney coming out of Parabolica into a spin. If he gets it looped around quick enough, he should stay out of the way. There's a couple of AlphaTauris coming. They both get well away. Into the pit lane goes one. As there's Ray continuing on to the start another flyer for Ray now. He's currently sits P9. So we've got just under 4 minutes to go, 3:40 on the clock. So plenty of time for everyone still to get around. It's a shortish lap, about 80 seconds race laps, 120, 122-ish, which let's check that real quick while we've got a little bit of a lull here. For season 1, the race pole position lap here in Italy was a 119.1 by Scavney, who was the season 1 champion. Race fastest lap was a 129.501 by Mark of Kenya in wet conditions. Season 2's pole position was a 118.707, so we're approaching that but not quite beating it. That was Cam 52 in season 2. The race fastest lap was a 120.815 by Honesy. Honesy missing tonight, unfortunately for Team Ferrari, as Honesy almost every start he has had a podium. He is he's 2 for 4 on podiums in his starts this year. Just not able to make it each week, which happens. We're here every Saturday night. Not every Saturday night. We will be taking a break next week. It is Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. This is a United States-based league. We run on East Coast time, 7:30 p.m. for Tier 1, 6 p.m. for Tier 2, 4 p.m. for F2. It's T-Widow now over a second up on his time into Sector 3, so keep that going. Team Haas looking to move up. Catman, I believe, out on track as well. Through the Lesmos now. We'll stick with T-Widow and the Haas boys. Coming around. Coming to the line with a 119.5 up to P4. So wonderful improvement there by T-Widow. As there you see, Couple invalidated outlaps, but that's fine as Yuppie. Scavney into the... Nope, Scavney out of the pits, starting a flyer now. Yuppie with a little wiggle there out of the first chicane. Minute to go here in qualifying. Everyone coming across the line again. Catman goes 120.2 with a good improvement again. Looks like he's not going to have enough time. He's going to let the Renault through. Uncle Ben coming through. So Catman with a 120.2. Not too bad. Looks like ZGS sitting out qualifying in his reserve role here for Tier 1. Here's Ginnett again, starting another flyer. The final flyers coming around. This looks like Jacko's gonna make the line, Sam's gonna make the line, FI's gonna make the line. Believe that is the Yuppie then. Will be closest to the line next, but he's already on a flyer. Nope, he's gonna go into the pit lane. See Barry coming around, 4/10 up on his time, so that should improve a couple positions up to P11 there. Scavney just behind goes P4 with a 119.4. And now we're down to the nitty gritty. The checkered flag is out. Uncle Ben coming around has invalidated. Now T-Widow also invalid. Not sure if Catman's trying another flyer. He is not. So all these cars need to get out of the way of. That is Ginnett to win it. Up fractions of a second on his time. Comes to the line. 118.7. Does improve his time. Looks like Jacko is not improving his time. So it's going to be on Sam Barrett coming to the line now. Goes hardcore into the wall, decides to smash his wing off. As Jacko into the pit lane. Looks like that'll be all. See Barry coming around, invalid, that is all. So Ginnett to win it. Continues his little tear for Racing Point. Locking out the front row with Jacko. Sam Barrett third. That's your top three in points. That's your top three to start the race. Scavney with a good run in fourth. T-Widow fifth. Uncle Ben in sixth. Yuppie seventh. Bacon eighth. FI ninth. Ray in 10th. We'll check real fast. Yes, top 10 all on softs. So all with that strategy. Will be a one-stop. There is rumor of possible rain toward the end of the race. So we'll see what happens with that as well. Seabury 11th will have choice of tire along with Mark of Kenya, Grumpy Old Catman, Rusty Oil Can, and ZGS will be the 15 runners here in Italy. Again, Ginnett to win it. Pole position. Let's check that real quick. Season 3 poles, that is Ginnett's fourth pole position. Sam Barrett with 3, Uncle Ben with 1. So 4 poles, that now gives Ginnett 5 all-time. Our all-time, as I said, this is race 50 for Tier 1. So as the cars cycle around to end the qualifying session, we'll run down a few little statistics. All-time wins in the top tier. Sam Barrett with 19. This is after 49 races. Sam Barrett with 19. Cam with 7. Elma Jacko 5. Captain Schmeg with 3. Honesy 3. Ginnett 3. Scavney 2. Hildebeest 2. Cromley Jackson. Mark of Kenya. Kenny 25. Steinzap. And WC 96. All winners here at JKeSport Tier 1. We'll run down the top 5 podiums. Is Sam Barrett with 25, Cam with 16, Jacko 14, Mark of Kenya 10, Scavney, Steinzap, and Ginnett all have 9 podiums. Again, these are all-time Tier 1 standings. Pole positions, Cam and Sam tied with 9, Scavney, Zap, and Ginnett tied with 4. All-time fastest laps, Sam Barrett has 10. Captain Schmeg and Ginnett tied with 5. Mark of Kenya, Cam, and Honesy tied with 4, along with many others who have 1 or 2 fastest laps or poles in those stats. But we'll take a little break here. Whew, that was a lot of breath. Take a little break between qualifying and the race. Get your drink, get your smoke. We'll be right back with the Italian Grand Prix for JKeSport F1 Racing. Stay tuned. There you saw the suggested pit strategy, soft to hard or soft to medium. I'll check real quick and see. Oh, excuse me. Looks like Seaberry. Oh, Catman and Zit. Oh, ZGS chose the medium tires. Mark going with the hard tires off the bat. Which worked out very well last week for Honesy and Team Ferrari, who went hard to soft to get a second place finish from the back of the grid for Honesy last week. It was a great run. Here's Ginnett coming around. Looks like a pretty quick formation lap. He's not messing around. He's ready to go. He's ready to smash the field. Not giving me enough time to run through the field, but there's Jacko. There's Sam Scavney with a good qualifying run. T-Widow 5th. Uncle Ben 6th. Yuppie 7th. Bacon 8th. F.I. 9th. Ray 10th. AlphaTauri, Seaberry. Oh no, there's Mark of Kenya with a little spin on the formation lap. Gets it going again. Catman, Rusty, and Zegs coming up. We'll get rid of all that crap. Go back to getting it at the front of the field. Ready for the start of the Italian Grand Prix. Here we go. There's the grid getting ready. Little ghost out while it saves. Why'd it put that back up? I don't know. Here we go. 5 lights. No lights. Ginnett and Jacko both away well. Looks like Ginnett gets a way better jump than Jacko and Sam. Down into the first chicane. Jacko leaving Sam and behind. Is Ginnett getting away super well. His top 3 getaway. Looks like a very clean through the first chicane for everybody. Not any kind of touch of a yellow. Good run. Couple side-by-side battles now into the second chicane. Looks like a position made there. F.I. getting around Bacon. Mark also gets around Bacon. A little bit of a cutback. Bacon on the inside gets back around Mark. Into the Lesmos is going a little bit wide was the Haas there of Catman, keeping it under control though. So now Mark and Bacon side by side again. Mark gets ahead into Ascari. Looked like maybe a little bit of a curb hop. But Mark getting good use out of the hard tires here on lap 1. Getting around, getting the fight going already. We'll go check. T-Widow got a great jump. Up to 3rd on the start. Sam all over the back of him now. Going to try and get back a position lost. Scavney looks like he lost a couple on the start as well, as here comes the Yuppie. And Mark. Nope, that's still Bacon and Mark. Fighting into the first chicane. Looks like Ray had to go into the pit lane on lap 1 for the AlphaTauri squad. So unfortunate there. But there's Ginnett. Leading now lap 2. Into Lesmos 1. Into Lesmos 2. A little bit of a lead now. Still only on lap 2. DRS will be enabled next time by. As Jacko is hanging on to the 1 second needed to activate the wing. T-Widow doing well to hold off Sam for 3rd. It's there now, it cycles around. Give me the correct intervals. Scavney, Ben, Yuppie, F.I. all in a little train. Should all be DRSing each other here now as T-Widow goes fastest lap so far. DRS now enabled. Uncle Ben, you see in the back there, getting Scavney into turn 1. Scavney gonna hold back. Not enough room just there to make a move. Ginnett holding on to just that 1 second that you need to, barely more than the second you need to keep him out of the DRS range. Gives him such a boost. Does look like T-Widow a little wide there. Sam trying to make a mistake. That's T-Widow, I said, doing very well to keep Sam away, but now Sam will get the DRS wing boost. Not gonna have enough to make a move into Ascari just yet. He is putting a lot of pressure on the back of the Haas though. but T-Widow holds him off again. Now coming around, they're going to start lap 4 already of 27. Oh, and a yellow flag as Rusty retires. Looks like out of Ascari, yes. Look how he did. Must have clipped the curb and sent it around. And that will be a full course safety car. So Mark of Kenya going to gain some spots as bunch of cars that were far enough back to enter the pits do pit, as that is a double stack for the Red Bull team. Unfortunate for Scavney, going to be forced to wait for quite a while, as everyone else looks like Catman, Seaberry, Ray will all to get advantage of that. But it's a safety car. Scavney will only lose a couple spots. There you see Catman in and out ahead of Scavney. Seaberry, Ray at the back of the field will be able to catch up now. So unfortunate, Rusty out. Lap 4. Leaders need to push that delta as much as they can to get around and hopefully hold the spots. As you see, Yuppie only 20, well, that's 20 seconds behind the car ahead, so the leaders probably have enough time. But I don't think Mark will pit lap 4. I don't know if they want to press 23 laps on the mediums, try to count on another safety car. This is where your strategist is talking really fast, trying to relay the information you need. Get it, do they come in, do they not? Janet does. Jacko does not. Widow does not. Sam does. Ben does. So we've got a few takers. Mark does as well. Zeg's gonna double stack the Ferraris. Should be plenty enough time. We'll ride on board with that, as I believe the cars all behind have already stopped. That's where the gap is. So Jacko will take the lead. T-Widow, again, it's gonna come out 3rd. Sam 4th. Uncle Ben 5th. Mark 6th. Zegs pulls off the double stack pretty perfectly there. Looked like not even a stall for the Ferrari team. Zegs will lose a few positions on the exchange, but will come out 10th, so not too bad. So they will now queue back up, hopefully in just this one lap. Everyone will catch up. No need for extra laps at the slow safety car pace. So that's going to leave just the top 2 without their pit stops. So I wonder if they're going to try to get around and get into the pit lane this time. I think Jacko just didn't want to double stack, as he was too close to get it. It would have cost him more positions, but this may cost more in the end. Maybe he's going to have to go long run now. And T-Widow in the Haas team as well. Both starting on the soft tires. You see some position changes at the moment. Scavney down the most, Mark up the most, but that's all going to change. It's early safety car. Plenty of racing to go, 22 laps. Everyone on the lead lap, everyone will be able to catch up. So the top 2 did not pit that time by. Scavney gonna pit again. Not sure if he picked up damage again there, just wants different tires. But he'll be in and out in plenty of time to catch the safety car. Q. We'll get rid of that. Nope, that one, not that one. Alright. And that puts Jacko and T-Widow on alternate strategy. Gennett on soft tires again. I did not notice that, so Gennett is gonna go 2-stop. But he will have faster tires. Possibly a chance to pass and get away from everyone. As we look back, Sam with hard tires, so he's trying a different strategy even. Gonna press the hards all the way to the end. Definitely not stopping again. Unless safety car makes it just easy choice. As Uncle Ben, Mark of Kenya, FI and Bacon all on mediums, Yuppie on the softs. Safety car will be in this lap, so Jacko will be the de facto safety car, as the guy, what says, I forget, Crofty always says. Safety car pulls away, puts the lights off. I always push the wrong button to get rid of that thing. Jacko gonna keep him nice and slow down the back. I guess back straight. That straight. We don't need all that stuff on there. That's the only one we need. Jacko now on the throttle and away. Looks like a good jump for the top three, getting away. Jacko got away from T. Widow pretty well. Again, it knew what was up. Hanging. Possibly going to take a look. Not quite going to take a look to the inside into turn one. Oh, as Uncle Ben and further back, looks like a Red Bull bump. Alfa Romeo of Sam falls well behind. Didn't really catch if there was an incident there, but Sam and Ben were the two that fell back. Catman up into ninth now. Scavney also going to be past Sam. So Sam down in the last, but with the hard tires will not have to pit again, as now T. Widow a little bit wide in the Lesmo. Ginnett gets around to hunt down his teammate already, only 6/10 behind, but no DRS just yet. But 5-6 lap fresher tires for Ginnett. Since Jacko's were also qualified on, it's even 7, 8, 9 lap fresher tires. As he's catching him by enough. Jacko may have to just let this go, probably out of Parabolica down the other front straight if Ginnett gets enough of a run. As there you see Racing Point 1, 2. Ginnett goes to the inside. Jacko will let him by. Keep T. Widow behind. Ginnett tucks in nicely, as does Jacko and T. Widow. There's Mark. Who's that? Yuppie up to 5th. Good run for Yuppie. FI 6th, Bacon 7th. Zegs with a good run for Ferrari here. You see Ben gonna take a little peek at Catman. Catman gonna hop the curb. Oh no. A little bump there from Catman to, or Ben to Catman. Ben backs off. Catman keeping it on track. Ray and Scavney side by side now. Sam making a move around Ben as well, who goes a little bit over the curb. So a lot of action there in the backpack midfield at the moment. And Sam now trying to catch Ray and Scavney. There's a good 3-car shot. Sam and Uncle Ben behind. A little bit of curb hopping as well. Just good racing. Seabury a little bit wide. Keeps it on track though. Let's hear Sam now into Parabolica. Scavney and Ray ahead. Scavney looks like he's going to get 10th for going around the outside on Ray. DRS now enabled again. Ray fights it right back on the inside. So lots of fighting going on here from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Actually, that's 10th back. We even Scavney and Sam side by side through the first chicane. Uncle Ben gets a little bit of a run outside of Sam. Ray not holding up, but leading the pack here in the back of Scavney, Sam. Scavney gonna peek inside, not quite enough. Ray with a little bit of a lockup into the second chicane. See if we can make a move around the first Lesmo. Not gaining too much time in the Lesmos there, but he will get the DRS boost here now on the back straight. Second DRS straight. Gets the wing open. You see he's going to gain a little bit of time here. And run down to Ascari, just not quite enough. A little bit of a lockup again from Ray. Not too much harm there. Good run out of Ascari though. Has a little bit of a yellow. Uzad looks like Seaberry into the barriers. Looks like wing damage. No, not really looking like wing damage. Just a lot of lost time. Probably roasted his tires as we're now 10 laps in. Getting it 1.8 seconds ahead of Jacko. Holding 1.6 seconds on T Widow. Mark of Kenya caught up to the back of them a little bit. Mark, Yuppie, FI, Bacon, ZGS, and Catman. Ray finishes the top 10. Ray and Scavney still fighting it out. Scavney all over the back of Ray. So we're gonna have another heck of a fight here toward the end of this race. I can feel there's gonna be a couple pit stops at least from Jacko and Widow, so that'll shake up the order. I think a lot of these guys toward the back may be planning 2 stops anyway. So they're racing pretty hard on some soft tires still to run 16 more laps. So almost anyone with soft tires on right now I think would still have to pit again. And that's quite a bit of the field. We'll check that again real quick. That is Ginnett, Jacko, Widow, Yuppie, Zegs, Catman, Ray, Scavney, all on softs at the moment. With 16 to go this time by as they start lap 17 to go as they start lap 11. Scavney now side by side again with Ray. Except then it switches me to Seaberry's camera. I hate when it does that. But Scavney does get the move made as, oh no, the leader Ginnett takes a first time penalty. 3 seconds. He's almost got the advantage of 3 seconds, but he's going to have to be careful. You don't want to take too many time penalties here. It can hurt you as the field usually stays pretty tight with DRS trains. As Mark of Kenya has gotten around T Widow as well. T Widow now on lap 11 with his original qualifying softs. So it's probably about time for that call, but they're probably going to be holding off as there is predicted rain. Man, I need to take a drink. This is going to get exciting even more with rain predicted, as now you see the little bit of cloud cover with the helicopter view here. There you see the DRS advantage of the wing opening. Red Bull scoots right on by in plenty of time for the braking zone into the first chicane. Turn 1, back to the left, turn 2. Red Bull down and away, passes T Widow. That's Yuppie up to 4th now. As Ginnett has cleared the 3 seconds, but he's going to need another pit stop as well, as he needs to change the compound. So I think all these guys are waiting for the perfect time for the switchover. Whenever it starts sprinkling, who's going to sacrifice the 1 lap earlier with the inters to try to undercut? If the rain even comes, we still do have 16 laps to go. Let's get some of that stuff off of there so it's not so much in the way. As we'll find, looks like Bacon and FI within the DRS range. Also Uncle Ben caught the back of Catman with Sam as well on the back of Catman. T Widow now into the pit lane. Says, I can't take these softs anymore. We're going to ride with the Haas driver, see what the team decides on. Soft to soft, so he's counting on another stop anyway, with the rain coming as well. And will fall all the way to the back of the grid. As that's going on, FI and Bacon still fighting it out. Sam, Scabney, Uncle Ben. Looks like this is the fight at the moment. Even Ray behind and Catman. Oh, there's more penalty time. So be careful out there, guys. There's a lot of people within 3 seconds of each other, so those penalties are going to be big time. Just hang on to the end of the race. I believe everyone's just counting on the rain. Looks like it's moving in. We'll ride on board a little bit with ZGS. Actually, we'll move up to Bacon. He's on the back more of FI here. I don't see any raindrops quite yet. Just a shiny AlphaTauri sparkling a little bit. So a huge run there. FI now. There's Jacko into the pit lane. I missed that, but he's in and out, down and away. Plenty of time. He went soft to soft as well, so 13 laps to go. Getting it back in the lead as now Sam taking penalty time as well. So getting it up 5 seconds on Mark. Yuppie. FI behind, Bacon still within DRS range. It looks like a few sprinkles of rain now, maybe. Yep, looks like definitely rain. Now there's rain on the what's that called? The camera lens, I guess. Couple drops. So we're just past the halfway point of the race. There you see a few sprinkles onto the camera from FI. Back to Bacon. Zag's just behind Bacon. Getting it. Just out there calmly running the laps. As now Jacko. Uncharacteristic of Jacko. Takes 3-second penalty. Well, he did have a purple sector, it looked like, so maybe that was a strategic call to come and get some softs, trying to get a fastest lap. Get a point for that once you get back into the top 10 as he goes purple through sector 1. So if you run the fastest lap, no one's going to beat it in the rain for sure, so could have been a strategic call there for Jacko. He needed to pit anyway. Get some nice clean track, wide open. Maybe it'll help here. Monza usually want a little bit of a tow, but not necessarily, as he purple sectors sector 2 it looks like on my screen as well, so through Ascari nice and clean. Even probably catching enough to get a little bit of a tow from Catman already, as he is flying. He's caught nearly half a second to Catman just on that straight through Parabolica. It is a 121.2, fastest lap of the race for Jacko, so well done, as he's currently in 12th place, but I'm sure we'll improve that with pit stops forthcoming, with rain incoming, 12 to go. Again, it was 6-second lead, 3 seconds in penalties. Yup, Mark of Kenya and Yuppie currently the podium holders. FI in 4th, Bacon 5th. Zeg's all over the back of Bacon. Scabney and Sam behind them. Looks like the train. Sam looking for a move on Scabney, but honestly, if he gets around Scabney, there's really nowhere else to go. So he's just going to hold off, bide his time. Maybe Scabney can get around Zegs and help Sam push past as well.
'Cause I don't know what to do. 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 I don't know what
17. 11 to go. As into the pits goes JKeSport, so we're going to ride with him as well. He was the first to bite on the pit lane. Team Ferrari. Going soft tires again, so he's saying screw the rain, we're going soft to soft. He will come out in 13th or 14th. Looks like Seabury's a little far back still with his spin. He may catch JKeSport though here in the first chicane. Looks like it. Be a couple seconds behind. Anyway, we'll get back to the front of the field. FI holding off Bacon, Scabney, Sam. Uncle Ben in 8th. Jacko up to 9th already, making a couple passes. As the raindrops coming down a little harder now here in Italy. Seems like Italy's Tier 1 is almost cursed for some kind of rain every time. But again, celebrating race 50 here at JKeSport with Season 3's Italian Grand Prix. As Yuppie now into the pit lane. Team Red Bull will go on to the yellow tires. So nobody says it's wet enough for the inters yet. As Yuppie in the pits as well. Out of the pits now. I mean Ray pits, but not for wet tires, so got some passing going on as well. Sam around the outside of Gabney there. Uncle Ben just behind. Sam got the move done for 4th though, so now 10 to go, and I'm not sure if they're gonna try to pit or not. I know the rules are out the window now with the wet weather of compounds and whatever, so maybe we'll just try to stretch it. Same as Mark, same as FI, same as Sam. You know Sam could. He's got the hard, so he's probably got the best shot. It's just who can control it. Let's ride on board with Sam a little bit. As now Ginnett into the pits for Racing Point. We're going to see. Will he be the first to put on wet weather tires? He does not. He goes with medium tires and a little bit of... Looks like he serves his penalty time. Or that was just a slow game glitch. But that puts Mark of Kenya into the lead. FI in 2nd now. Team Alfa Romeo 2nd and 3rd. Sam has caught the back of FI. I believe FI let Sam through. Not team orders or anything, just good racing, good teammate racing. FI will know Sam have the better pace. But these two will both try to outrun here. Uncle Ben. Scabney holding 5th still as the rain now coming down. Jacko trying to put on a clinic here from a back to the front. Gets a great run out of that. Lesmos gets by Scabney and around. Good pass there. You see the wing now close through Ascari. Jacko chasing down Uncle Ben. FI did let Sam through nice and smooth. Free him up to chase down Mark now. Mark starts lap 20, so 8 to go. Mark with a 12 second advantage as he heads into turn 1. Sam also with a little bit of penalty time, so if Mark keeps it clean, that's even more to his advantage. Here you see T-Widow gets around Bacon for 8th place. Yuppie gets around Catman. Oh, Catman into the pit lane. We're going to see if he'll be the first to bite for the wet weathers. So I'm not sure if it's going to be severe rain. He goes red tires off, red tires on, so nobody going for the inters. It's just not that wet. These guys are that good, they can handle the slicks in the rain. That's Jacko ahead of Ginnett, ahead of Uncle Ben now, and Scabney. Racing Point trying to chase down Alfa Romeo. It's, oh no, and Ginnett off again. Ginnett retires with a spin out of the second. Lesmos just caught it in the background. Just a little bit too much throttle. Got on the gas and sent him around. So 7 laps to go this time by Ginnett with a big out. Unfortunate. Racing Point. That will clear up the field to all have pit stops. Mark, Sam, Jacko, FI at the front. Uncle Ben now coming around. Mark into the pit lane. He's just going to go on soft tires, so I don't know if anyone's going to bite. We're going to try to ride with them all and see. As now Sam into the pit lane. Jacko, FI is going to double stack for Alpha. That could hurt the team a little bit. Here's Sam in on the softs. Jacko, oh no, Jacko's team was not prepared as he had a late switch to the wet weather tires. So FI, we'll see if FI in the Alpha goes soft to soft. The double stack works, gets him out ahead of Jacko. Bacon out on softs, Ben out on softs. A lot of action on the pit lane. T Widow in and out. He is on medium tires. Scabney also in and out with soft tires now. So I believe Jacko, his team took the hit with the late call for the inters. You saw him rushing out with the green striped tires. But that's going to be the gamble here in the last 6 laps now as Mark holds the lead. What an event this is turning out to be with the unfortunate DNF of Ginnett. Sending the full course safety car. Gonna catch everybody up, get fresh tires for everybody. We're gonna have about 4 or 5 laps to go. Looks like 5 laps to go, possibly 6 if they catch up quick enough. Safety car may be in this lap for 6 full green flag laps. Maybe not. Seabury's a little bit back there. But anyway, what an event. Mark, Yuppie, Sam, ZGS with a wonderful run for Ferrari. Scabney in 5th. T-Widow 6th. Excuse me. FI 7th. Unfortunate little double stack cost him a position or 2. Jacko with the late call. Pit stop scurry. Back to 8th. Bacon in 9th. Uncle Ben in 10th. We've got softs, we've got mediums, we've got Jacko on the inters. We've got 1 more lap under the yellow, so that'll be 5 green flag laps. We've got an event here for race 50 for JKeSport. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Give us likes, give us subscribes, give us follows, whatever you can. Spread the word, help the league. We run it through a Discord channel. We have an Instagram page. We have a Twitter page, I believe. We stream on YouTube every weekend. Spread the word, spread the love. We love and appreciate you all for watching. We give you a show here. 5 to go coming around this time. Mark leads the Yuppie. Jacko pitted again. So Jacko saying the inters was not the right call. Falls all the way back to 13th. But will have the freshest tires by 1 lap of everybody. So we're gonna see. 5 to go. How hard he can press, what he's gonna do. Mark will get them, lead them to the line. There you see safety car in this lap. They're all giving a little weave, get a little bit more heat in the tires. It's Mark, Yuppie, Sam, Zeggs, Scavney, your top 5 there. There's Mark, back on the gas. It's barely sprinkling, but it is a tiny bit of rain. So there's the green flag out again as Mark crosses the line. 5 to go. A good jump for Mark. Half a second. Now into the first chicane. See how everyone's slicks are reacting with the little bit of slidey tire. Jacko already gaining a couple positions, pushing around the outside. As oh no, that was ZGS. Off through the first chicane, gonna fall all the way to the back of the grid. Don't believe he had any major damage. Looks like his wings are fine. So just an unfortunate spin there as Mark. Yup, he's still away. 1-2. Sam trying to track him down. Scavney got around T-Widow, I believe, there for 4th. As oh no, into the wall now is Sam. So the Sam 2nd and 3rd place in the championships is out of the race. Sam Barrett out of Lesmo 1 into the wall and out of the race. So another little yellow, looks like not gonna cause any full course safety or VSC. So 5 to go. Mark of Kenya now with nearly a 2-second advantage. Team Red Bull in 2nd and 3rd. As yeah, it looks like there is maybe a safety car. No, they're just racing still. A little bit of side by side. Green flag. As Sam's car now cleared. So championship contenders, 2 DNFs. Jacko doing everything he can to get back through the field and extend his lead with more and more points. As he's inside Ray for 7th now. Into the first turn. We'll get that move done. Hops the curb a little bit though. Ray gonna try and get the move back. Pushes to the inside. As Catman and Bacon behind battling as well for 9th and 10th there. Still pushing now. 4 to go. Mark's 2 seconds clear. Scavney 2 seconds behind that. T-Widow in 4th place as oh, Catman takes a little bit of penalty time, so nearly the entire field with penalty time. Definitely advantage to FI, Scavney, Yuppie, and Mark with none yet. 3 laps to go. Man, this is a hell of a race. These guys are always entertaining here in Tier 1. Looks like the rain's still coming down, but not heavy enough to really affect anyone so bad. But they're going to press for the intermediate tires. No reason to try now. There's only 3 laps to go this time by. Mark will cross the line. 3 to go. DRS back enabled. So the race directors even say it's dry enough for DRS. So here we go. If you're within the second, you're going to get the wing boost for the last 3 laps. Or at least until they decide it's too wet. As Uncle Ben caught the back of FI here. FI is all over T-Widow ahead. As oh, big time slowdown into the chicane. Not sure what happened there. Just a little concertina accordion effect there, slowing down the field. As ZGS and the Ferrari in the pit lane again. So unfortunate, falling away on the restart with a little spin and a little damage, or a little off. Not sure if he was damaged, but he was back in the pit lane. Scavney has caught his teammate now, the Yuppie, for 2nd, with T-Widow on the rear gearbox of him. T-Widow looking to make a move. Again, not giving me a good camera angle, but we've got a little bit of a race here through Ascari now. Maybe the mediums hook up a little better in the wet. As oh, now there's a yellow flag. As Uncle Ben falling back. Looks like he's on the grass a little bit. He's going to get passed by Ray. And now Catman coming up. Not sure Catman's going to get the move done. He looks inside. Gonna make sure and leave all kinds of room. Nice respectful racing there for Catman. It's FI, T-Widow, Scavney, Yuppie. It's a stack up. Yuppie holding on for second. He's gonna try to hold off Scavney and everybody else for that second place position. As they are right on him, Scavney now gets a look at the inside. We're going to see if that opens it up for everyone else. That was a good move for the teammates of Red Bull there. Scavney getting by, but not leaving enough room for everyone else. Leaving Yuppie to fight off T-Widow as well as he can without losing any time. FI as well. Looks like he's going to get by, so Yuppie's tires must be giving up. I believe he is on the long run. No, everybody pitted under the safety car, so just offline that little bit, I think, cost him. Got the 3 positions by as Scavney now 10 seconds to work on Mark. Mark has checked out on this restart. T-Widow in 3rd place, but with a little bit of penalty time that could change, so FI and Yuppie hold on, keep pressing. You don't have penalty time, that's your advantage. It's Jacko up to 6th place, but holding penalty time as well. Bacon, Ray, Uncle Ben, Catman, your top 10 at the moment. Seaberry and ZGS still running in 11th and 12th. Sam Ginnett and Rusty out in 13th, 14th, 15th. As oh no, another caution. Who's that? I think that's ZGS again around in the Lesmos. So here on the final lap, here's Mark, who on the restart has put on the clinic. Coming through now. Mark of Kenya on the final lap. And this will be Mark of Kenya's first win of the season. He's coming around into Ascari now. He just got a few more turns to go. He takes 3 seconds, but that's irrelevant as T-Widow got around Scavney for 2nd place. FI is going to see if he can get that move done for 3rd and steal a podium there, but T-Widow takes penalty time. But the winner is Mark of Kenya. He loves this place. This is his second little wiggle there, but he's going to cross the line. That's his 2nd win here in Italy for JKeSport. Mark of Kenya. Wonderful run, wonderful strategy, great win for Ferrari. Here's T-Widow in the battle behind. T-Widow going to cross in 2nd. Scavney going to hold off FI for 3rd. And that turns into 2nd with the penalty. FI on the podium as well. T-Widow 4th. Yuppie 5th. Jacko 6th. Bacon 7th. Ben was 8th but passed on penalty time, so Bacon 7th. Ray 8th. Catman 9th. Uncle Ben 10th. Seaberry will cross the line 11th. ZGS stays on the lead lap. He's going to come around to finish 12th for Team Ferrari. So congratulations, Team Ferrari, on Mark of Kenya's stomping win. 8+ seconds. A win for Mark there over Scavney, who just held off. There you see by 1/10 of a second, just held off FI for 2nd place. FI will finish 3rd. Another podium for him on the season, and it's his 3rd podium this year. We'll check that out, as that is Mark's 1st win of the year, his 3rd podium. And that will be Scavney's 1st podium of the year. He's previously finished 4th in Canada. And that is FI's 3rd podium as well, his 3rd place finish, along with 3rd places at Australia and Canada. T-Widow, it may be his best finish of the season. It is. That's T-Widow's best finish by 4. He had an 8th place in Austria. So good finish there for Haas. Mark of Kenya, driver of the day. Agreed with that, with the win for Team Ferrari. Mark of Kenya. That is only his 2nd win all time and his 1st win since season 1 in Italy. in the wet. So Mark of Kenya says bring on the rain when we go to Monza. Great run, Mark. Great win. Team Ferrari again. And Team Red Bull with a great run. Haas with both cars in the points as well as AlphaTauri. There it is. Mark of Kenya, your winner. Scavney second. FI third. T-Widow fourth. Yuppie fifth. Jacko sixth. Respectable. Will extend his points lead. Bacon seventh. Ray eighth. Catman ninth. Uncle Ben 10th. Seaberry finishes 11th. ZGS 12th. Sam 13th. Ginnett 14th. Rusty 15th. Here you see a couple DNFs. Rusty, Ginnett, Sam. But another great race. Race 50. Looking forward to race 51. We'd have next weekend off for Memorial Day. But the weekend after that, we will be back strong with all three of our series. Tier 1 and Tier 2 will be in Brazil. And the F2 series will be in Belgium after the off week. So we'll see everybody June 5th. Thanks again for watching. As always, I am Spaceman 47. Yo, good night.